They don't have any disengage from wall. Oh god, if they get hit by a 4 or 5 man vacuum, oh my god.
Yeah, right now for Spirit, when you're looking at this draft, what do they need? They need a playmaker from that mid lane. Spirits that are left in the pool, they go with the Pango instead, okay?
Oh, yeah. The big wall, teamfight combo comes down, you get a Pango to maybe try and disrupt it.
Let's go. Let's do it.
You know, I think it's a good pick.
Which needs the bad
here, especially when you have a hero that can have a lane mid against the Batrider, even though it's the melee hero. You shouldn't be dying to the Batrider with the swashbuckle out, so...
It solves a couple of problems as well. Most importantly for me is the Nature's Prophet split pushes, right? Like it's much easier when you have that Pango to be able to defend against the shard that Shippo has mentioned just a minute ago.
Right. Now, do you feel, final thoughts here, has Spirit addressed the holes from their first game to tie this series up?
Do you guys think that they still have problems, still have issues, and that it's much easier for outsiders seemingly to execute here? Like the PL versus the Nature's Prophet matchup is good, but everything else there that connects it is perhaps a bit weaker.
Yeah, they've just gone a different direction. Like they adjusted based on what kind of caused them maybe to lose game one and said, okay, we're gonna pick this better late game carry, make sure that Yatoro can at least counter some of these heroes and not pick his hero too early in the draft. I think I'm okay with Spirit's draft. I think Dazzle is such a good lane secure that I don't think they're gonna get run over by this Darkseer lane. But if that lane doesn't go well, things can look pretty bad for Spirit.
I don't know. I think if Darkseer and the Marcy are both shelled up and Marcy rebounds onto Dazzle, it's really easy to kill him, and PL's not going to be able to protect him. That's not what he can do in lane. So it's a bit scary for me. I'm just excited to see how DM does. It's kind of all on that for me.
Well, there you have it. It's going to be a bit scary, but perhaps if any team can do it, it's going to be Spirit. But for now, we have casters.
DM. Gotta love this hero.
You do.
Also, I really love his, if you can see right behind Trent over there, his double thumbs up. He's like, hey, what's happening?
Yeah. Is that his mood with this hero this game? Is it a this Darkseer game, or is it like a...
I think that the panel was right, that it's going to depend a lot on how that lane goes and if they're able to make it work. I've seen it go world. So as we get ready to go into this game number 2, and again, so much on the line for these two teams here. If outsiders win, it is a direct spot for them into TI. They don't have to play through those like really terrifying Eastern European qualifiers. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes.
Well, as every draft, you were calling for the Darkseer. The second this guy sees an Agi carry, they could Darkseer. Those are always the words out of his mouth. And this time he was correct.
Right.
But immediately you were saying, there are some issues here. Particularly the Dazzle can be kind of a frustrating. If your Surge is down, that can be bad, right?
In the laning stage.
Yeah, in the laning stage, you just get punched by the poison. But then you were saying that Shard, that's a big change to this matchup now.
That's right, and that's the one that's like the most painful, is that the wall is always so valuable, but with Dazzle, you just throw out that poison touch, you get the Shard, and all of the illusions are gone instantly.
So hopefully they're still standing in the wall. That would be great. then the Dazzle's helping you, but
exactly,
there's a chance you just lose all that bonus damage as they're making their way away from the wall.
This is the long con, DM, he already knows that they're going to be going to TI. He just believes in that team that much, and he's trying to get it buffed before TI comes around.
All right,
that's what's going to happen.
So someone else is going to tank another L for Darkseer's benefit. All right, thank you.
No problem. But the other hero that we should definitely watch out for a lot is going to be this Ramsey's Nature's Prophet, as everybody heads on over to the side. The toss back onto his own team, and Image runs into all of them. Mira now in trouble. That is going to be a dead Tiny. So the toss back did not work. Outsiders, let them know how they feel about it.
Yeah, the tips have out. DM, the only one who's not BM, he tipped back.
That's good. Is that a misclick, or?
That would be quite the misclick at that point. But yeah, Ramsey's Nature's Prophet. This is something that we did not get to see very often through the DBC, because, well, once he just started showing off on it, because there was a point where he was being first phase banned.
Yeah.
Where you just did not want to deal with this at all. And traditionally, like, I don't know if they had some crazy lane idea or some sort of a concept that I was missing, but this is a matchup that most Razor teams would want to avoid right away.
It's true.
So they got Razor in the first phase, and then with all their bans in the second phase, they just left this in, assuredly knowing that he would pick it.
Yeah, I mean, this has been, it's no secret in the region, it's no secret from other teams not in the region, that this has been one of his go-to heroes. It's made so much happen, but maybe feeling like they've come up with an answer for it that just exists outside of just that lane. Time will tell as GPK facing off against Toronto Tokyo in this mid lane, stacking up that poison. You can see Miposhka already trying to get some punish here onto Marcy and has the poison touch. He has to TP out. Yemich down low, almost dead. Did go all the way home and has boots first, so we'll take not too long getting back out here.
On the other hand, at the very least, your support is tanking all that for you as a Darkseer, because level 1 can be a little bit tough for the hero. You don't have that many things you can do. Sometimes you're like double shelling the wave or something, so gets into level 2, and then of course level 3 is where you really pop off with that second point in the Ion Shell. And if you can't, you would love to try and take Vacuum.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen.
No.
That is Dazzle in a nutshell. Super hard to play against. So we take a look back down bottom here again. 6-2 versus 6-2. So far, Collapse having a good time. Did start with boots there, as you can see the level 1 Ion Shell not doing a ton, but able to force back Miposhka while at the very least that spell is on cooldown. And both heroes just going to try and farm up what they can, because as soon as Poison Touch hits level 3, that starts to get pretty scary too. Or level 2 for the spell.
Yeah, so it'll be probably level 2 Ion Shell, where you'd imagine the kill will be up top for Outsiders. The mid lane, we got to be careful about a kill there at some point. From the bat onto the Pango, you know, one bad swashbuckle, you could go down. So, and then the bottom lane, of course, there's always potential when it comes to tossbacks, and especially if you just go a little bit too deep on a Razor, perhaps, you could find some trouble. So definitely some kill options on all 3 lanes right now.
Nice job there. Throws out the heal, and now...
Oh, the value.
Oh,
double poison.
And Surge. So they get away, for now, from Miposhka and pull the wave all the way back to this tower here. But you can see just how annoying this hero is in lane. There's a reason this has been picked so early on consistently across every team, it feels like. And so far, so good. 18-3 for that PL. As down bottom.
You know, he lost his Bassi. Might lose his life.
They won't go anymore for it. Too scary once they can move on in with those treants.
Oh, he's got 72 damage now, Ramsey's careful.
That's true.
Can you fight me and my treants, though?
Yeah, they got a little bit more. And this pull that actually got off is going to be pushing the creep wave right into it.
Ramses loves it. I mean, he's dancing away. Very pleased with the current situation.
They're going for the all-in here. Needs to back out. Oh, DM surges him forward, but the Doppelganger in the runaway. He spawns on the other side, throws Ion Shell on himself. And that is enough to get Marcy away, and Adderall also escapes.
Yeah, I think he might have convinced him there with that Doppelganger as well. So Yamich has 3 tangos as well. So just trying to find the sentry right now. They do grab it. Oh, I miss tangoing wards.
Oh, it was nice.
It was too broken, though.
It was really good.
But it was a good time.
Back in the day. Toss back. Keeping Hakoda away from Mira and Collapse, but will still tank some of that liquid fire as the movement comes over, and Mira might pay for this. And in fact, gonna TP in with Ramses.
Oh yeah,
over and gets it.
Oh, courier. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Mira will take that. that was a good amount of value out of the death there for the Tiny.
And once again, I implore you, please don't report your teammates when they make mistakes, guys. Look who you're watching.
Exactly.
All right, you know, you can all sit at home and say, wow, how did he just fly that career back up? But you know what? It's the chaos of Dota. It happens to everyone, all right? We got to be more wholesome.
That's right. We need empathy in this.
Yeah, at least until the game's over.
Yes,
like, that's fine. Just while they're still on your team, just try to hold it together.
Exactly. Meanwhile, GPK getting some chase there on Toronto Tokyo, has the disposed to pull him back in, and the Pango has finally gone a bit too...
Oh, that one!
Now, Mira makes the big move in, and GPK thinking about chasing, but it's a bit too far.
It's crazy how close they were, too. Just like tiny little plays in moments where maybe you get that bit of damage inside the chain stun, and you don't get given an opportunity to pop that big wand that you're always going to have versus the bat. But able to try and find that kill option is pretty cool, where you're utilizing the rebound after the swashbuckle, because there's such similar distances that it's one of the few ways that back can try and punish him, even though he doesn't have the punish on the swashbuckle at that point.
Right. Well, in level 6, I mean, having that all happen before it would have been a great moment, but now, you know, Toronto Tokyo has 6, it's a lot harder to find
Mira.
that.
Mira's gonna get found here. All right. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if they saw him.
No, just out of vision. GPK is 6.
Oh yeah, they know.
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
They definitely know. Might even be able to get the deny that.
Oh yeah, there was an ops. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Throws out the avalanche, secures the rune up top. So Mira, doesn't get to dispose. Still unlikely that, yeah, they're going to be able to get away from that one. So GPK finds a kill. 3 so far for Outsiders as DM in trouble in the lane, ran down Poison Touch. It's going to be enough to finish him off. And without the support nearby, it's a little bit too tough for him.
Yeah, you've lost your ability to really punish on this lane and chase after Miposhka with the help of your support. You're not getting the best start. He's the lowest on last hits of the cores right now. And, you know, Darkseer's a greedy guy. You know?
Yeah. It is, and you know, you can make some catch-up plays in the jungle, or possibly with a good rotation, maybe playing around with his Batrider or something. But they're definitely going to need to get active at some point if things want to go their way. Unfortunately, they're going to lose the Nature's Prophet. Also, Mira dead, but you'll take that one for a core kill every day of the week.
Yeah, he's totally okay with that situation there. Just hands a little bit over to Hakoda, and we'll go on his merry way. So. Mira utilizing this combination with Collapse. You can see the weakness that the Nature's Prophet still has in this matchup because of that. As Yamich getting a very deep ward down in there, so kind of showing that they want to keep an eye on this PL once they can sort of force him into the jungle, right? Because at a certain point, it's just more efficient for PL to make its way through here instead.
True. They
want to know what's going on. There was a dire ward in the area, so I'm not sure how much that caught what Yamich was up to, depending on his path. So then they might have an idea there's a ward in that area anyway. But that's a pretty unusual spot to go for early, so you still might dodge a couple sentries.
True. And at least for now, the pings are coming out.
Yeah,
they're checking.
Yeah, misses him with one.
All right, does he find the second? Does not look like Miposhka's going to. Yeah, so both missed, and some pretty good warding from Outsiders. Throw in Spirit for a bit of a loop. Yamich makes the move towards mid with an Ion Shell on him. Won't be able to find Toronto Tokyo there. And instead, it's Mira caught by the Ice Path, rebound in, chase on forward, and dispose if they needed it, but didn't end up happening. Toronto Tokyo has the haste, thinks about going in for the ulti. Yamich, does he get pushed up to the high ground? He does. So Yamich able to escape from that. Nicely done. Toronto Tokyo rebound out.
He's still level 4 spawn.
Does he guess right? He's not going to go for it. Realize, wow,
Toronto Tokyo, you've changed. I remember the old Toronto Tokyo. He goes for that.
Oh, well. It's what happens.
I mean, to be fair, that was also a Rolling Thunder to try and kill up Marcy at that point. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That did not feel very good at the beginning, and then she gets away. So double plus not good here for Toronto Tokyo. And here's that help that's coming to DM's lane right now. A surge onto a bat, go!
With an Ion Shell on him, there's no way he's getting out of this one. Toronto Tokyo, they even dropped the wall on him there.
He's just making sure. He's like,
yeah, they get him.
It's not worth the risk.
And rebound.
The preemptive tip.
Keep chasing. They know Miposhka's over here, and he has nowhere left to go. DM and the rest of Outsiders going to show up for this. See if they force out anything, as it's just going to be some...
Always dropping the items.
Yeah, he's already right there, top of him. Down bottom, they're going to find a code to kill off that, so they do get a little bit of turnaround. And GPK shows up, Ramsey's TP's in. Is this going to work, actually? He held the lasso that entire time. Razor dropping low, GPK dives to him and collapses.
I'm on 5 tips.
Getting away, where's the tips?
I'm on 5.
Come out soon. Ramsey's pops the ulti, wants to find anybody at all. Is it going to be enough? No!
The Wrath of Nature misses collapse, goes back into the fog as well. How are they out of tips? I have no explanation.
That was sick.
Alright, so yeah, you saved your last of the whole time, and unfortunately you get a mega punish down there, so Outsiders. That was a bit painful, but you know, nonetheless, you did manage to force out the PL with that kill there. You're getting pressure into the tower up top. Your Nature's Prophet has still purchased his Midas, so they'll be happy at the very least. And they're going to keep this continued pressure onto the bottom tower. Dire scan, see if anyone's going to be here, because the Nature's Prophet had just respawned, so they scan behind the tower to see if he's coming in.
Right.
They notice he's not, and they can just keep pressuring this tower as they lose their top to DM.
The other thing I noticed there as well is, you know, the PL was holding on to a whole bunch of gold, and suddenly it turned into Hand of Midas himself. So
I tell you,
Hand of Midas.
every game, it's either, for outsiders at least, it's always either Ramses or GPK's just get a Midas these days. So they put him on the bat, you know, trying to stop that from happening.
Yeah, probably.
But we're all about the Midas at the Major, huh?
It's the one. It's the mode for it.
One could say.
2,000 gold leads so far for Spirit. And we'll see if outsiders try and put some more pressure back onto this mid tower now that they've already taken top. Already heading in with a bunch of treants.
Radiant's bottom
And GPK instead is going to TP down bottom to pressure out that tower, showing on that lane, but smoking up with 2 more.
Yeah, they're going to link up as he pressures that wave. They're scanning as well. They want to know, are they going to try and gank our Bat Rider? Are they setting up and prepping here? They might not know exactly where Mira is as well, of course, because that's sort of the one who'll be hunting. Now, Mira and Miposhka run over a Radiant Ward along with Toronto Tokyo, so all visibly heading top right now. DM should not get caught by this. And, well, again, into this ward that's still surviving, by the way, by the outpost as well. So just so much knowledge. Oh, and now they're even checking the pillar. Oh,
dude,
he threw him for a loop with that ward.
This is inside of his brain. Like, jeez. Miposhka doesn't know where to go. I mean, it's not often that you see that type of warding going on where it makes that big of a difference. And GPK, TP's back towards middle. They know that they're all over here.
12-minute rune.
Jumps in, finds Miposhka. I mean, they have to know that he's under a ward right now, but he feels bad. TP's out. They use the vacuum, cancel it, and the Dazzle dead into some tower pressure.
Yeah, keep that Firefly up there to pressure in, force them back, and no chance to defend this tower. So Yadro continues to Midas in the triangle, but they're not getting that offensive push that you'd be hoping for from your Pangolier. He needs some help from his supports. And, well, Tiny needs a little bit of time before you really feel like you can do much.